You alright up there, Dogsy? Not quite sure if that's where you're meant to be. That looks a bit better. Something weird going on in the water around here. Hello everyone, Argsy and Dogsy here today, coming to you from Spectacle Island. Just admiring our handiwork with our new shed here in front of us. I still do have a little bit of work to do with some contouring and just leveling this out a little bit more, but we can't do that just yet. We need a little bit more money. We are a minus $19, which takes us to our first task today. Obviously it's 12 minutes to 5 in the evening or afternoon. So we don't have a lot of the day left to do anything significant. However, I am going to go and start getting some of our silage sold, if not all of our silage sold. So we've got 80,000 litres sitting down there, and there's quite a good price. It's $455 per 1,000 litres over at the cargo ship over by the shop. So we're just going to get the trailer here hooked up, and we are going to head over and get some of that sold. Now, this trailer, someone actually commented about the trailer, whether I could have used the loading wagon. I probably could have. This trailer's about the same size. I think this is 15,500 litres and the loading wagon's 15,000. So there you see, there's the trailer we've got, 15,500 litres, and if I scroll over to the loading wagon, 15,000. So they are about the same size. The reason I did decide to get this trailer is because we'll need one for our grain, and I just think it'll become more adaptable and versatile than just the loading wagon. So that's the reason for that. The other thing I was thinking, and I'm just going to try, see if I can hook up the other trailer to the rear hitch. I know there is a rear hitch on this trailer. We'll just see how close we can get to backing it in. Not that close just yet. We need to move over a little bit. Alright, so we've got backed up, took a few goes, but there we go, we can hook that up there. So that's actually going to work quite well, I think. It'll give us that little bit more capacity, so hopefully we can get down and back and a few less loads than if we were doing it just with the front trailer. Although there's a little bit of weight, and you know why I think that is. I think this is a braked trailer, and I haven't put this line in. There we go. Fingers crossed. And that's going to run, there we go, we were dragging. That's going to make things a whole lot easier. Would have made our backing a whole lot easier too. So I think we'll come and get parked up here beside. And if we just leave things set up there, we'll go back and get the front loader and come down and start getting that all loaded up. Alright, so first things, we better get this cover taken off. So there we go. That will keep on peeling back as we start getting it unloaded. So let's go and see how we can get on with this first little piece of silage. There we go, getting that into the bucket. 3,000 litres. Let's see how we go. I know I obviously tested this. It is a bit of a stretch. But there we go. It's actually not too bad. In fact, I must be hung up there on the front. Get that tipped in, and we'll get this loaded up and take our first load down to the cargo ship. So there we go, that is both trailers full. We managed to get it all up in there pretty well. So we'll have a look. So just under 19,000 litres in here, which is nice. So I think actually if we just hop out here and have a quick look, if we're taking that much each time, we've got 58,000. So 3 more loads after this one, and we'll pretty much be done. Might be a little bit left over, but we're not going to bother running that down all the way to the cargo ship. So we will head down there and get this sold and see what it is, what it earns us per load. So down here at the sell point here on the cargo ship, I think, oh, it is closed. I better not go over there before we open the hatch. Head over here and get that, lift it up. We should now, I'm hoping, can drive across. I'm not sure if we're going to have to disconnect the back trailer, I hope not. No, there we go. Let's see how this goes. I haven't tipped with this trailer yet. Well, that's okay, apart from a little collision here with the flap and the drawbar. That's all tipping out pretty well, so let's just wait and see for a second, see how much money we end up with from this. So $4,620 from the front trailer. That hasn't finished tipping though. Wonder why that is. Interesting. Had to drive forward a little bit. How strange. Now that's empty with another $2,400, so about $7,000 from that front trailer. So if we just drive forward, and we'll pop this one here up. And $1,400 out of the back trailer, so grand total must have been just under $8,500 from that load, because we were minus 19 when we started. So that's a good income. If we can get that off 4 loads, we'll be sitting back up around between $30,000 and $35,000, I would expect. So we will head back to the farm and get as much of this sold as we can. So 4 loads sold, $34,000 pretty much in the account. It's been a very profitable silage bunker. It's taken me a bit longer than I thought it might be to get to the cargo ship and back. Now I was going to leave this here, but I figured I might as well load it up and sell it while we're here working. I'll just take this lot over to the barn, the straw barn over the bridge, rather than running it all the way back down to the cargo ship. It's not worth the 100 or so, $200 or whatever per 1,000 litres it will be worth down there. About 5,000 litres I think we're going to end up with. So we'll get this put up in here, ready to go. Just while I'm parked here with the front loader, I'm going to shoot over and give the sheep a clean up. It looks like they've got a bit of spilt grass they need tidied up. Then we'll come back and take this trailer down to the straw barn. There we go. We'll just run along here, get this all picked up. Looks like a lot, but it's not actually that much at all. And we should be able to, if we just tip it here, it will go back into the feed trigger. Oh, that was close. Just about lost a sheep. That one's going to walk across in front of where I was going to go to. Reckless they are, reckless. Right, so we'll go park this back up over here, and we'll go and get this last little bit of silage sold. So that is it all dumped out, and another $1,600. So starting from minus 19 to now be sitting at $35,500 is a nice little bit of work there. But the sun is certainly fading, and we're getting close to 6 o'clock in the evening, so we'll get back and get parked up. I'll take a quick look at what we're going to get done tomorrow and run through that very quickly, and then we'll call it a night, I think. So just as we're driving back in here past our fields, I'm just going to stop here at this gap in here on the right. I think it's in behind there. There's actually quite a clear opening already. A few trees scattered around, but not any big stands like you've seen here or just back behind us. So I think my next plan, while we're waiting for our crops here to mature, or to even germinate, and then grow to be harvested, is to get in there, get some trees cleared out, and then we will look at making possibly some more grass, maybe some silage in there, something for the sheep, make sure we've got enough feed for them, but also obviously we can restock our silage bunker there. So that is one of the plans. Through there you can kind of see in behind the sheep there, around the back of those big trees. So we'll get into that tomorrow. The other thing I want to tackle now that we also have some more money is I've priced up getting a replacement windmill, or to get this windmill up and going. We can reuse the tower, but to get the wheel and all the pump and everything going again, I've priced that up, and I want to get that done so we can actually have some running water here on the farm instead of having to rely on the tap down at the straw barn where we just were. So that is another one of the plans. And I've also, following some suggestions from you lot, been looking at whether we can get some sheep. Not sheep, whether we can get some chickens. Already got sheep. I'm distracted while I was trying to unplug that. So whether we could get some chickens on the farm. So I've been looking at some chicken coops, so we may even look at doing that next time. Next time. We may even look at doing that in the morning. The other plus of having running water is we'll be able to finally give all this kit a bit of a clean off, which should be quite nice. We're just backed in here, parked up. There we go. I'm really enjoying this tractor. I would not have wanted to run back and forth down there with that little thing. But this Deutz has done well so far. I'm very impressed with it. Right. Anyhow, I'm going to call it an evening. We will go and have some dinner and catch up with you in the morning. Better give Dogsy some food on the way past. Don't want him getting hungry. Right. Here we go. We will see when the sun comes up. Well, good morning everyone. We had a nice drop of rain overnight. Actually, it was perfect. It didn't get in the way of any of our activities or any of our tasks, but it did give our soybeans a nice kick start. So they have germinated and are looking mighty healthy. So you can sort of see through the trees there, a bit of a green haze. So they are all growing, which is good. Now I'm going to jump straight into getting some more trees cut down and set up that next field that we talked about last time. I do have someone delivering some parts for the windmill a little bit later on, so we'll get that fixed up. But what I was going to do first, and automatically gone the wrong way because we've got the shed behind us, I'm going to jump in the fence. I'm actually going to go mow around the edge of where we want to put our field, so that I can better choose which trees we're going to cut down and not either get carried away or go too far the wrong way. So we just head over here and I'll get the mower out. And one thing I was thinking we could do actually too, I know that there's a mower blade, a rear hitch mower for this, which turns it into a butterfly type mower, which would be good to get. so that we can get some mowing done quicker. So I might investigate getting that, maybe not today. It depends how we all get on with getting this mowing done. We just come around here, I think we should find that elusive PTO. I know we've struggled with finding that one before. There it is. So yeah, I may have a look at getting that as well, which will certainly speed up our mowing. Let's head over this way. We'll go and head down into the field and see what we can figure out. So it's up in here on our left. I think if we'll just drive in. I'm not sure whether we'll use any of this part or whether we can make that part of our field or not. But if we just have a little bit of a look in here, in fact if I use the magic of the zoom, you can see there's a little bit of a natural sort of clearing in here with just a few bigger trees in. So if we start off with just mowing around the edge of that, we'll see how big the field ends up. It's going to be a bit of a funny shaped one, quite round, and from there we can decide what trees we're going to cut down, whether we decide to extend it a little bit further or whether we just leave it as it is. So there we go, that is a full lap, and actually if we can't even see it, but have a look back down there, it is quite a large space. It was actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I think that'll be good. Not quite sure whether we will leave this as a grass field when we can do some silage and hay and all those kind of things off, or whether we'll look to turn it into an arable field like our other ones. But we may as well, we're over here, I may as well get the chainsaw out and cut down the few trees here that are in the middle. Well, I think that is all the trees that I had within the field space cut. Might be a couple more up here actually. Oh yeah, there's this one. Where did we mow? That's where we mowed. So these two here, we'll get them cut down as well. I think we'll go back and grab the wheel loader again, put the log fork on the front, and we'll just put all these up together. I'm not sure if I will process them and cut them out today, or whether we might just get this grass mowed, and whether we will stack these up for transporting another time. I've been contemplating buying a better trailer for taking logs down to the sawmill. Something we can keep the logs a little bit longer and sit them into a proper sort of trailer, rather than trying to sit them on the little trailer we've got now. But I think that's us all covered, so we'll go and grab that and get those logs moved. So here we are, I have got the wheel loader, and we'll just head in through here and go and find these logs. I think I've gone too far, have I? No. I have actually. I came up too far. There was a better place to go through than where I did, but that's alright. Should be a couple of over here. I should have actually counted how many I cut down, just to make it easy to keep track of. There we go, we get these two small ones picked up. We'll take them over towards our track. I won't put them right over against the track, but we'll get them closer so that it is easier to keep track of them. So just about all done. I did miss this one here, which I had mowed around. So we'll go in and get this cut down very quickly and moved over with the other ones. So we're getting there's actually a decent pile of logs in there. I don't think there was, never feels as much when you're cutting them down one at a time. Once you've got them all stacked up next to each other, it does feel like a few more. So there we go. We'll put that away and then we'll try and get this picked up. Still find these forks are not the easiest to use. Certainly pretty difficult to pick up anything more than one. But here we go, we've got it pinched in the end there and it's even slid down properly. We'll just come and get this dumped in here. Alright, there we go. While I've been doing this, I've been thinking a little bit more about the mower, and I reckon I'm going to take the Fendt down to the shop and I'm going to go grab the butterfly mower, because that field has turned out to be a slightly bigger area than I expected. I certainly did not expect it to cover quite as much land as it has. Just notice our first full pallet of wool in there as well, so that's exciting. We'll just get this over here. We're not going to worry about parking it away in the shed. It is first thing in the morning and no doubt we will use it plenty more times today. It's down at our favourite place in here at the shop, spending money. So let's just have a quick look at the mowers. We come in here and go right across to the end. Here we go. So we already have, I'm not actually sure which one do we own. We own that one there, a 250 GT front cutting bar. And I think if we have a look at this one, you can see the cutting edge there on the front and the 3-point hitch. So I don't think we want to really be changing the colour. Not quite sure which green we have, but we'll just keep it with the GT green. We could save $1,600 by going second hand, which I might actually do that because I think our cutting bar probably actually needs a service as well. So we can do them both at the same time. So we'll save that little bit of money and we'll buy that there. And just while we're here looking, I'm just taking a look at the Forestry Trailers, and we can pick this one up here for just over $1,000. We can get painted to match our Fendt colours. So I think I might buy this, and I'm hoping that I can hook this up to the trailer hitch with the mower on the 3-point and get them both back at the same time, because that will certainly help us with getting those logs sold. So let's go up. If I have to leave it here, I will. I'm not too worried, obviously don't need it now. So we'll give that some consideration. But you can just see there, talking about the mower, it is 100% in terms of its maintenance requirements. So certainly no harm in having bought the other mower as a second-hand item and taking it back to the yard to maintain. So we'll hook the mower up here first, there it is, and then we'll try and see if we can get the trailer to go on as well. There we go, that's all hooked up. Interestingly enough, it's a hydraulic driven mower, doesn't have a PTO shaft. So let's have a look. If we back in here, am I going to be able to hook, am I going to be able to hook that up? Well, it's looking promising. Oh, we can indeed. It's hooked up a little bit high. I think that's because the drawbar hitch is normally between the two hydraulic arms. But this is working. Might not be orthodox, but it is going to get back to the farm. So we'll head back, we'll go and service these two mowers and then get our field cut. So we'll just drop the trailer off there and we'll just head over here to our little toolbox and see if we can get these two mowers serviced. In fact, if I just park out in the middle here, it should make it a little bit easier to find our correct trigger point for this. That was a little bit tricky to do last time. I think if we just put that down without it falling over. There we go. So let's just go through, we'll repair the tractor. And then we can get in there and do the mower. Oh, we can't detect the rear cutting bar. Let's just see. We move this along a little bit further. There it is. And repair that as well. So for the $1,600 we saved, it cost us $61 to repair it. So it was a good saving. So there we go, everything has 0% maintenance requirements on it. So I'm going to head down and get started on trying this mower out. So I've been thinking as well, just to make it a little bit easier, I will mow a path in through here, whether that becomes a permanent path or not, or whether it becomes our path for just for the field entrance. I'm not quite sure. There we go, I've got that opened, got it lowered down, we've got it mowing. Look at the width on that compared to what we were mowing. For a small old tractor, this thing is going to power through getting this field mown. Could never have imagined that it would be this useful, but I can see with a mower set up like this, we certainly won't be needing to get rid of the fence anytime soon. It's going to become very handy. In fact, I'm already looking at other areas I can mow up in there. But we won't worry about that, we will just focus on getting this area done and deal with the grass we have off this. Certainly going to be more than enough for what we need at the moment. Tell you what, I am pretty relieved that we went and bought this butterfly mower, because I do not want to know how long it would have taken to have mowed this field if we had not. That would have one heck of an effort. But this mower setup's working beautifully. I mean, a real improvement and efficiency generator, much faster than what we would have been with just the front mower. You know, for obvious reasons, but that's pretty big field, and I'm just wondering if I have a look on the mini map. Sometimes when you've mown grass, it gives it a fertilized state, but it has not in this instance. So not to worry. It may be once it is, if I plough it under, once it's ploughed under, it'll give the ploughed field a fertilizer state. So that's all right. We'll not to worry about that. So we'll leave that grass for a little bit. Certainly won't be doing anything else with it in this episode. That'll be job for next time. We'll have that to windrow and pick up, whether we pick it up into bales for the sheep or whether we put it into the silage bunker. But there's two other things I want to do before we go. One is to replace this windmill over here and give ourselves a source of water on the farm. So if we just have a look in our shop, so there we have the new windmill or water mill. It will give us an income. I think we'll get the $250 an hour off it, which is not bad. So I'm assuming we are able to supply the water to somewhere else. So if we just pop into our garage, so firstly we need to sell the broken water mill, which is there as a decorative object. So we'll sell that, we'll get $384. And then back in here, if we get this windmill, water mill, we should be able to zoom in here, get it set up. We'll probably face it out to the air. I think it was sitting in about here somewhere. And how does that look? And there we go. Oh, even though I had it facing this way, it's facing there. But there we go, that is all moving and spinning, even with its one little broken blade there and a couple missing. So with that, we now have water on the farm. So there's two other things I need to do. One's to put in a wash point, and the other is to put in a hose tap for filling water. So again, back here under placeables, we have this garden hose. And this is going to be for our wash down. I think the best place to put it is going to be here on the corner of the shed. In fact, we'll put it around here on the grass. Well, no, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the wash one down here. Where's the hose? The tap's on it there. We'll put it out to the side so we can get to the tap. We just put that there. And then the last thing we need to find is the water trigger for filling our, which is this one here, which is for filling our water barrel there for the sheep and for any other animals we might get. I think if we move that one around this side, and we'll just get it as close as we can to the shed. There we go. So there is our fill point for filling up the trailer there. And if we just come over next to this, we've now got a hose which we can wash vehicles with. I'm not sure how far it'll go. It will go far enough. So we can give everything all a nice big clean off, which is going to be nice because some of our gear, you can see how caked on that dirt is in there. Looks like it's going to take a little bit longer than with a pressure washer. I'm just guessing there's probably not as much pressure here with a garden hose that there would be if it was pressurized. There we go, look at that. Tractor's looking mighty clean again. All those mower blades need a wash off too. They've got a bit filthy from mowing that field. Alright, so there we go. Tractor and mowers all looking immaculate. And we'll put the hose back onto its stand. So there we go. That's nice to have. I will do a little bit of landscaping to tidy that up. And obviously we're not on a concrete pad just there. We'll sort that out a little bit later. And then lastly, before the end of the episode, I want to get some chickens. Or at least not get some chickens, but I want to put down a chicken coop. So we've got these options here. One will have 100 chickens, or for $1,000 more, we can have 300 more chickens to 400 total. No difference in anything other than that $1,000. And then these are both the same. It's just one's brick and the other's a timber framed one. So I think we will go for this one. Now, if we just bring it over here, I had planned, I'd had a look. Thought there was a good spot just in amongst the trees here. We just bring that up a little bit. You can see down on the sheep, you can see there's the green markers. That's how far the chickens will roam. So what I'm just not quite sure about is how much this contours the land. Looks like it will level it out just a little bit. So maybe we just want to move this in where it's not going to clash with a tree. We're going to miss that tree there. Alright, how much is that going to cost us? An extra $1,500 in landscaping. Let's put it down. See what happens. There we go. We've actually, it hasn't been too bad. A bit of a step off the back here. But leading up here into the sheep pasture, nice and level. So, we've now got a chicken coop. So we'll have to look at getting some chickens. Sure, we can probably buy some through here, but I will see if we can go down to the animal dealer and buy them that way. We will make that part of our job for the next episode. So plenty to do. I think our soybeans are going to need some more fertilizer. The field down there is going to need to be collected, picked up the grass off that, and our chickens. We're going to have to deal with some chickens. In fact, I don't even have any wheat or barley. I've only got oats in storage, so we might actually have to go and buy some chicken food. Just not something I thought of, but there we go. Chickens on the farm coming soon. So another great day of progress. I think this is probably my most exciting feature though, being able to finally wash off all those tractors. In fact, we'll give the wheel loader a wash down. Oh, that's as far as we can reach. Alright, we'll just give it a spray from here. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. I do hope you have enjoyed that episode. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.